Alright, hey, here's Mega here, and I've got another parts video for the Alta Redshift. Alright, I got a 2018 Alta Redshift SM. Alright, it's a 39th one, so I call it SM39. Alright, so I bought some foot pegs for it, and I've had some Warp 9 Supermoto sliders. Alright, so what's the reason I'm changing the foot pegs? Well, it's so I can install the Supermoto sliders, obviously. I'm trying to get this bike ready to do to race on a kart track, and for Supermoto races or mini moto. I guess it's not a mini moto race because it's a full size bike. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to get some new foot pegs that will accommodate these sliders. All right, why do you need these sliders? All right, because when your bike goes down on a track, you need it to slide. All right, that way it doesn't damage the track, and your bike will slide, and it won't cartwheel. Okay, that's what you don't want. That's what they call a yard sale. When it cartwheels like that and then parts start flying off of it, yeah, you want to prevent that as much as possible. And so that's why it's good to have sliders on your foot pegs. All right, they do swivel up when it goes down, so you know, I don't really that helps a whole lot. You know, in my opinion, I think the sport bike foot pegs are more, you know, more liable to damage the track. That's what I'll say. All right. Anyway, I bought these a while ago from Warp 9. I think that you can get them for about 20 bucks. Okay. Yeah. I ordered it straight from Warp 9. I'm actually running them on my my Light B right now, my other race bike. All right, my mini race bike. And then I got this on Rocky Mountain ATV MC. All right, they're Tusk Billet race foot pegs. All right, and so let's take a closer look at them, and then we'll go install them. Another reason I wanted to install new foot pegs is because the ones on this bike are rusting already. All right, so these are billet aluminum. They will not rust. Okay, and they look almost the same color as the bike. If you didn't know, Alta Redshift uses a similar foot peg to a YZ250. All right, I think more specifically like a YZ250F or something. I think a WR250 also. I saw online that it's compatible with the WR250, so you could probably use the foot peg from a WR250 also. But from what I heard, it's for a YZ250 foot pegs will fit on this bike. Okay, and also these specifically mentioned they're for Alta Redshift. Right, I ordered them for an Alta Redshift, and it should fit. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, these are the parts in question that I'll be installing. All right, I think I didn't mention it, but I got these for 70 bucks. That's a pretty good deal. I think Warp 9 makes a YZ250 foot peg. All right, but they don't say it's for an Alta, so I bought these because they specifically say they're for an Alta also. So okay, and they're recommended by, you know, other Alta owners. That's what I say. All right, and then these are the foot peg sliders. Alright, like I said, 20 bucks. I got it from Warp 9 Racing. I kind of like these and I kind of don't like them, right? They're nice. They're made out of Delrin, so they slide really easily. They don't, temperature doesn't affect it all that much. However, they stick out a whole lot, alright? So you're going to scrape. But the Alta Redshift is a pretty tall bike. Your chances of scraping the foot pegs on this bike compared to my Soron Light B, I scrape the Soron Light B foot pegs all the time. All right, probably won't happen all that much. But another thing I don't like about these is that when you install them on the foot pegs, it makes it harder for me to install my the clamps. All right, the little claws that hold the foot pegs in for my motor rack jack. Okay, it kind of just sticks out there more, and then it kind of interferes with the locking bolt. Okay, so that's one reason. What we could do is just take them off if we're not going to use them. All right, only use it if when we go to the racetrack. Could you ride with them off-road? Yeah, I ride with them off-road. I don't recommend riding with them off-road because it's just more stuff hanging off of your bike to break. Okay, so I've lost foot peg slider before, a homemade foot peg slider I made. So I'm not 100% sure these will fit on these foot pegs. We'll find out later in the video, won't we? All right, but we'll go install these. So these are the Tusk Billet race foot pegs. All right, there you go. It's roughly the same color as the bike. All right, this kind of dark silver color. It's got these little cleats on it. All right, and you can replace these. All right, they sell actually a kit that you can replace all the cleats on this. All right, I didn't really buy it for how sticky the foot pegs are. Honestly, if you're going to use these with Hazemega races Supermoto with street bike boots, they're probably going to tear your street bike boots up. So I don't really need the sticky foot pegs. I just need it so I can put these sliders on there, right? And so the sliders have to be a certain design. I have some Warp 9 foot pegs. Let's see. Okay, so these are some Warp 9 foot pegs I have for my Sur-Ron Lightbeat. They're not installed right now, but there they are. So you can see the design is very similar, all right? You need this open spot here to be able to put the sliders. So these are actually designed for the sliders to go on here, okay? And the design is actually very similar. The nice thing about the Warp 9 foot pegs is they have this center section here with cleats, all right? This one doesn't have anything. It's just got one here and one here, okay? But it's not a deal breaker. Okay, also the stock foot pegs for the Redshift also do have at least one claw, all right? In the middle right there. Well, this one doesn't have anything, but it is a wider footbed, all right? We'll compare it to the stock ones when we take them off, right? But anyway, that's the comparison with the Warp 9 foot peg. They're roughly the same, okay? The only thing is, yeah, you can get the Warp 9 ones in different colors. This one is black. I think these match the Redshift better, the color, so I'd rather go with this. If you're wondering what the part number is on this guy, all right, but you can just go to Rocky Mountain ATV MC and just put your bike in, and they'll do the thing. All right, so it's Tusk Billet race foot pegs. It's 15767000009. Okay, made in Taiwan. I'll put a link in the description where I got them. All right, but yeah, these should fit YZ250Fs also. So. It doesn't come with any of the hardware. You got to reuse your old hardware. All right, so okay, and then yeah, we'll install these after we install this. Okay, hopefully they'll fit. I think they will. All right, but we'll find out. Okay, interesting. They went with a cotter pin for the Alta Redshift rather than E-clip. I've been using E-clips a lot. All right, let me go get a needle nose pliers. Okay, I think the the cotter pin is probably more secure. Another thing you could probably use is like a hitch pin or something. Okay, just take the cotter pin out by bending it straight. It's kind of a pain to do. Doesn't want to rotate a whole lot, so that tells me we should probably put some grease on these foot pegs pins. Oh boy, okay, hold on. I'm gonna need two, alright, I need something to hold the other side. Alright, another set of pliers might work. So I'm just gonna hold the other end so this doesn't rotate. What a pain. Let's see if I can probably just push it from here. Okay, now that it's sticking out a lot, it should be easy to rotate. Rotate it around. Now I'm gonna get the needle nose pliers again. And I could use the other one for leverage. I've had the E-clips come out before, so cotter pin is probably a better way to go. Okay, then we gotta get that out of there somehow. What I like to do is just get the hit it. Off it goes. Okay, so remember there was a washer on the end there. Hasemega. And then we just kind of wiggle this until it comes out, and I hope it doesn't hit the brake pedal. Oh, what a pain in the butt, man. Guess what? We gotta disconnect the brake pedal. Yeah, It's not gonna come out unless you take the freaking brake pedal off. Ah, what a pain in the ass. I just adjusted this the other night too, man. Okay, what we're gonna do is I think I'm just going to unbolt it from the master cylinder. Yep, we gotta take the adjuster bolt out. That's what we have to do. Okay, so we're gonna take out this bolt, not this bolt. All right, unfortunately, it doesn't move at all if you take the other bolt out. So I'm gonna have to readjust this brake lever. Okay, and then so that should, if it's I think just loosening it. Let me see, let's just take it out. Okay, there we go. That should be enough to get it out. Ah, what a pain in the butt. Okay, move it up all the way and then try to take it out. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Okay, I think you can push it. You can move it behind the... Can I take it out then? No? There we go. Okay. You definitely want to put some grease on that one. Put that back. It's dry. All right. Yep. Foot peg brackets look good. Okay. So remember, that's how it is. Okay. It's pretty dummy proof. All right. On the bottom of the foot peg here, there's one that says R and one that says L. We're installing the right one first. So we're going to install the one with the R. Okay. Ooh, this finish is very nice. I like it. We're just going to get all banged up. Okay. So take your spring out. Alright, remember how that goes in there. I heard the angle of this isn't proper too. Okay, and this is going to go like that. Okay, and then before we put this in, I'm going to put some grease on this. Okay, I'm going to coat this with some grease. Any kind of automotive grease will be fine. Okay. And you're going to want to put this back. I heard you have to grind some of the stop off. Let me see. Okay, we got a problem. So I read about this on the forum. Is that these foot pegs don't fit all the way. As you can see, it doesn't fit all the way. We're gonna have to grind the foot peg. Unfortunately, this is supposed to be made for, it says it was made for this bike, but it's not. Let's compare it to the so yeah, you can see this one is a little bit smaller. So this part here, you may need to grind this down. All right, so we can fit it in there better. So some modification required to get it to fit, but it's pretty close. It's actually, this whole face needs to be, you know what, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I think we gotta grind this, so when I get it in there, I'll let you guys know what I did. But it looks like this part here needs to be grinded. Ta-da, I got them on there, alright, but they still need some more modification. Oh man, what a pain in the butt. Alright, so I grinded the face of this, alright? The stop part, alright? The part that presses on here is shorter. However, I don't think I grinded enough because it's kind of pointing up. Also, it doesn't swivel enough, alright? So I think we're gonna have to grind a little bit more, man. We're gonna have to grind it like right here where the spring is. Yeah, because if you look at the other foot peg, it swivels up a lot, dude. Alright, check this out. See how much that goes up? That goes up quite a bit, man. Like twice as much, so it almost points vertical. Alright, this one, not so much. See how much it's going up? Not a lot. Also, I put the pin in backwards, alright? My suggestion is put the pin in backwards, because then you don't have to worry about this getting in the way. You have to actually bend this to get that in there. So it's really tight in there right now. So what I think I'm going to do is grind the stop a little more, and then grind this part on the top here so this swivels up more. All right, the part where it hits, I'm just going to grind it like inward. All right, but it looks like it's going to hit this too, so I probably don't want to grind it too much. I guess that's the problem with these foot pegs. They don't bend up all that much. All right, so yeah, we probably just want to do it. Well, one thing we could do is we could clearance this. We can grind this part off. So if it does hit this, if I grind it too much and it's going to hit this, we can grind this part of the foot peg. All right, so it doesn't touch. All right, it's sharp. Okay, so more grinding. All right, so far that's what I've grinded. We're going to grind more, and right around here. Yeah, I guess already making marks here, so we're going to grind it like right here, inward. Okay, I got too crazy with the grinder, and guess what? It's touching the arm now. So, yeah. Damn it. What could we do? Yeah, we're just gonna grind. I'm gonna grind this part right here. All right, and we're just gonna see the sharp part. We're just gonna grind straight from there. Okay. Okay, guys, this is what I got. Yeah, they kind of point upwards a little bit too, man. I think I gotta grind the stop more. Best thing to do would be to get it level and try to level it as much as possible. Okay, so I grinded it, and so it's better now. It's kind of blunt there, so if it does hit the foot brake, it's not going to be bad. But so the problem is the angle is really bad. All right, so the angle, it's the foot peg is sticking up a whole lot, as you can see here. We want it to be as level as possible. That's the reason why it doesn't. It's already pointing up. All right, so we need to make this go down. To make it go down, we just need to grind it more, all right? So we're gonna try to grind it until at least we get at least until we get the bubble between the two lines, all right? I don't mind if it's sticking up a little bit. It's not a big deal, but if it's a lot, then I don't want. It's not good, all right? So I'm gonna grind the stop like a whole lot, all right? It's kind of preference, right? But I think I want it to be more level with the ground, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. I checked the other foot pegs, and they're level. They're like the bubble is in the middle, so as much as possible. Okay, yeah, these ones are sticking up a little bit also. So the way it is on the other side, the bubble, all right, the bubble is like, it's between the lines, but it's very close to this side right here. Okay, so the other side, the other foot pegs are actually sticking up a little bit, just a little bit, all right, but this is sticking up a lot of it. So we want to try to get that bubble inside a little bit more, all right? And then I think we'll be good. Yeah, okay, so more grinding. So now I gotta grind the stop more so it goes down more. Okay, well, we gotta grind it a lot, man. I didn't know we're gonna have to grind it that much, man. All right, and this is a pain in the ass to get in, so hopefully when we grind it, it'll be easier to get in. I think it should be a little bit loose in there, all right, but it's not. All right, so we got to make it go down more. So to do that, we got to grind the stop more. Okay, I'm like halfway. I want to grind it a little bit more, but yeah, it sweeps up a lot more now. Okay, that's good. I guess it'll have to be the stop right there. Okay, so we got to try to get that bubble in there a little bit more. Getting there. Slowly but surely. And I have to wear gloves because these cleats are cutting my hands up. Okay, alright guys, I don't know how they could say these fit the freaking Alta, man. They kind of don't. You have to modify them quite a bit, alright? So the problem is, it's leaning forward a lot and it's leaning up a lot. But it moves up a whole lot, alright? So I grinded this section here, so when it hits this, it hits it with something flat, alright? That's good. If it goes down hard enough, it's going to hit that, all right, but it's not going to hit it very hard, all right? So that's fine. So the foot peg is too forward, all right, and it's too high, all right? It's still, the bubble, I sat on it, and I was like, you know what, I think it's fine. If it sticks up more on this side than this side, that's okay. That's actually good. That'll keep your foot on the pegs a little better, all right? But yeah, so you can see the bubble is halfway to going inside the marks here. Okay, I think the other one was like almost, it was like on this side, but the whole bubble was in there. Okay, so I tried to get the whole bubble in there, man. That's the best I can do. All right, but it sweeps up way better than it did before. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you what I did. I'm gonna clean up the foot pegs because they got a bunch of stuff on it, and we're gonna be installing them backwards like this. All right, you don't have to worry about them falling out because there's a cotter pin. The cotter pin will keep it from falling out. All right, but ideally, yeah, you would want it pointing downward. All right, because that way, if you did lose the pin for whatever reason, the whole pin, this pin, won't come out. All right, there it is. I'll probably wash it with some water to get all that stuff out, but yeah, so we grind it here so we can have more, so it'll have more motion. All right, so before it hits the thing. This is actually a stop also, so I think I grinded it too much. All right, but it's okay. So to compensate for that, I grinded that sharp edge off right here. All right, and so when it hits it hits it with a flat edge. All right, instead of a whatever. Okay, it's not quite in there. All right, and then I grinded pretty much the whole stop off. The whole stop is pretty much gone. I think if I started changing the angle a little bit, if I grinded like maybe like this way, it might go down a little bit. But I actually sat on it and I actually kind of like it this way better. I don't mind if it sticks up a little bit. That's fine. So the outside teeth are gripping your boot more. It'll keep your feet on the peg better. It won't slip off. What you don't want is the opposite, right? If it's pointing down like that, then yeah, your feet can slip off. All right. So we'll go with this. All right. And if I want to change the angle a little bit more later, that's fine. All right. I think if I grinded more at an angle like this, it'll go down more. But I'm like, nah, you know what? That's fine. Pretty much the whole stop is gone. All right. So when we do the other side, I'll know what to do. Grind the whole stop off, then grind this here, and then grind. Actually, there's nothing to hit on the other side, I think, because there's no brake lever on the other side. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to clean this up, and we'll go ahead and install it. I'll re-lube the pin. All right, and then I will reuse the cotter pin if I can. All right, and yeah, okay, cool deal. Let's go for it. And then yeah, we'll have to put the brake lever back. I just adjusted this thing too, man. A pain in the butt, dude. Yeah, actually, we might need to adjust the brake lever anyways because we got a new foot peg, and it positioned a little bit different than the stock one. So yeah. We're gonna have to adjust this also. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead, clean it up, and then final install. We'll grease the pin up again. So yeah, compare the other one, the one that I haven't modified yet. All right, look at how much I grinded. It's almost all gone, dude. Yeah. So this whole foot thing here is all gone. All right. So what I think I probably want to do with this one is probably grind a little bit more on the tip here, and then that'll make it go down more. All right, but that's what I did. I just grinded the whole face off. All right, so we'll grind the whole face off and then some. Grind here, and then if this hey, this one is different. This foot peg is different. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe there's something to hit on the. For whatever reason, there's no cleats on this side. Yeah, there's no cleats here. There's cleats here, but there's no cleats here. That's really odd. Maybe that's because of the brake lever. I'm not sure, man. So, but yeah, I had to grind that because it was really pointy. We might have to take one of the cleats out and grind it. Maybe. We'll see. When we do the other side, it's probably going to be a little different. We got to try to mirror this one to this one as much as possible, but I like how it turned out. I think I'm pretty happy. All right, let's go final install. Okay, final install. Let's go. Okay, put the spring in, push this in. Hopefully I can get this in without messing my hand up because I didn't wear my glove. So the spring wants to touch in a certain spot. You want to leave it. You want to get it where it was before. Push in. Okay. Before this was super tight. It's hard to line it up sometimes. Okay, it's in there. Now the washer goes on, and then the cotter pin goes on. Okay, I'm going to put the cotter pin on from behind here. This way it makes it easier to take out. You don't have to take the brake thing out anymore. Just move that a bit. Squeeze the cotter pin. So it goes in the hole. Okay. It's up there. Just okay. It's got the grease in there. Should be smooth now. Yeah, nice. Okay. Bend the cotter pin. He's mega struggling. He just wants to put a freaking hitch pin in there instead. It's even easier to uninstall. Okay, that ain't never coming out, guys. Okay, now I gotta put the brake thing back on and readjust the brake lever. All right, so this is gonna go here. Yep. Okay, this is gonna go through here. Need to tighten this. This side's a little more complicated because it's got the brake lever. Okay, and then we want to adjust this. Okay, so the way I want it is, here's how I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to grab a ruler, alright? And I want this brake lever to be lower than the foot peg, right? I don't like it taller than the foot peg. So we're going to okay, and all you got to do is tighten this. I don't even think I needed to take this off. I just needed to just rotate it. Okay, I think I did too much. Loosen it. Okay. Be loose, and we move it one way or the other. Okay, and then what I like to do is get a ruler. Oh my god, this is pointing downward a whole lot. Dude! Yeah, we're gonna have to move this way down, dude. Yeah, way down. That means we're gonna have to readjust the thing. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it's a big difference. Yeah, oh, damn it, I just adjusted this too. Alright, so you're gonna have to adjust this also, guys. I'm a pain in the butt. Okay, so can I get that where you want it? That's too low now. Oh, it's actually perfect. Yeah, it's a little bit higher. Oh. Yeah, it's gotta be way down there, man. That might start dragging. Okay, how about level? Level is fine. Like that. Okay? So when you got it where you want it, it's literally like 180 degrees from where it was before. Go ahead and tighten this. Okay. And now you gotta adjust the free play. So the free play is 3 to 5 millimeters. I'm gonna do 4 millimeters. Okay, so it's 4 millimeters of free play. So I want to take a look at this and make sure before it actually touches anything, it's too much. I feel it's too much. So we're gonna adjust this inward a little bit. It should make the free play less. Okay, maybe I want to loosen it again. Okay, I think that's fine. I feel that's pretty close to how I want it. We're going to go ahead and tighten this. Oh yeah. No, we want to tighten this guy. So we'll move it. Okay. Put that in the middle. Check it again. Okay, I think the free play is when it starts to engage the brake. Okay, and I think that's fine. Okay, so when the lever goes down all the way, it's level, it'll be lower. Okay, so I think that's fine. We'll have to ride it to find out, but there we go. We're done. We're done with the right side, guys. Woohoo! Now we gotta do the left side. So the part that takes the most time is the modifying the foot peg, right? But it looks like it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Yeah, it definitely needed some grinding, like not some grinding. It needed a lot of grinding, guys. So, all right. I'm gonna go eat lunch, and then I'm gonna go work on the left side after I go eat. Okay. All right. Here's we go. Okay. Last thing to do for this side is I need to torque the nuts that we loosened. All right. So take the 10 millimeter, hold it on the back, and it's 10 Newton meters. All right, guys. Okay. There's one. I didn't have to really take that one out. All right, guys. Okay, done. Good. Pretty happy with that. All right. All right. Well, it's the evening, and we're gonna go install the left foot peg. All right. This guy right here. I know we're gonna have to do a bunch of grinding to it, but let's go get the stock foot peg off of there. Okay, this side is kind of annoying. There's this big old side stand in the way. Hopefully, it won't get in the way. Doesn't look like it do. Okay, the good thing is there's no lever on this side. There's no shift lever or anything, so we don't have to worry about anything getting in the way of taking the pin out. Right. So here goes. I think I want to get the both of these guys. Try not to mess up the pin. You could reuse it like we reused the other one. That. I know these cotter pins are a real pain in the butt. Oh, well, I think we broke that cotter pin. Okay, now we gotta get to the other side. Yeah, that cotter pin is toast. Okay, well, I guess we'll be getting a new cotter pin. It's no big deal. I got a bunch. I'm gonna get the other side off. Okay, this one should be easier because half of it's broken already. I'll just do what we did last time, except the kickstand's in the way again. This loves to be in the way. There we go. It's out. Washer fell out with it. And we just wiggle this guy and off it goes, just like that. Alright, cool. Alright, let's get our new foot peg and see what we gotta do. See what we're dealing with here. It looks like it'll go in already. Yeah, it does look like it'll go in already, but the let's put this in. Oh yeah, it does. It already goes in, but it's like way off, guys. All right. So we're gonna modify the stop. Yeah, this one is a lot easier to install. Maybe with the spring, it's not as easy to install. But let me get the line, the level. So as you can see, just like the other one, it's tilted forward. There's nothing we can do about that, you know, unless you can bend that somehow, and it'll probably just snap right off, all right? But what we can do is we can make this go down, all right? So this is as far as it wants to go. If you remember the old ones, they go like twice as much, all right? So we got to modify that. All right, so we got to grind. Looks like we got to grind up around here. Okay, and then we also have to have it go down. Okay, so as you can see here, the bubble, okay, so you can see that this one is all the way outside. It doesn't want to focus, sorry guys, yeah. It's all the way outside the bubble. Okay, so we want to try to get that at least halfway in, alright, so time to do the grinding. Alright, so I'm just going to grind it in the same places I did before. We want to grind up here, so this will go all the way up. How far up, I'm not sure. You decide, Merlin, that's your choice. Yeah, because there's really nothing to hit on this side. This side is a lot more friendlier, so let's say, alright? So I think the first thing we'll do is I'll grind the top part to get the distance, alright? Let me see how high the other ones go up, and then we'll just follow that. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Let's get the old one. Let's copy the old one. Take the spring out, but put this on here. Okay, and this one, it goes up about the same. It's almost vertical. Yeah, we probably want to grind it a little more than that, man. Yeah, the other one is almost vertical, dude. Yeah, this one is like half. I'll grind it a little bit. It's okay. It doesn't have to go up all the way. I don't really care. It's up to you how much you want to grind it for the stops. Alright. Grind away. Okay, check it out. I just grinded a little bit, man, and it's already fine, alright? So I used the other one as a template, and I used the bubble level here. Alright, what I did is I put the bubble level right here. I moved it up all the way, and I noticed the bubble here, this bubble moves all the way from here to the other side, alright? So when I look up like that, it should be on the other side, and it is, okay? So, check it out. Okay, it's completely on the other side. Sorry, this one. Okay, completely on the other side, and then when I bring it down, it's on the other side, alright? So, perfect. Alright, so it's actually, when I put this one back in and I did the same thing, it's almost the same sweep, okay? So I think I got lucky and we're done with that one, alright? Now we just gotta lower the foot pegs. So what we're gonna do is do the same thing we did last time, right? Get this thing halfway in the bubble. Alright, and it's actually not too bad. We'll grind it a little. I grinded it a lot in the last one, so yep, keep on going. Alright, so I'm gonna go grind this flat. I'm gonna grind the flat spot off here. Alright, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I think I got it how I want it. I grinded enough of it where the bubble isn't, it's half of the bubble is in there. Okay, yeah, half of the bubble is it's being cut by that black line, okay? All right, that's how the other one is. Okay, and then let's check how the angle going up again. Okay. Oh, I got the wrong way. Okay, it should sweep all the way. Okay, pretty close. I think that should be fine. I can work with that. Okay, now let's see if let me clean this up, and we'll see if I can install it with a spring. I haven't done it. Well, let's do it with the spring right now. Okay, it's a little bit different when the spring is on there. So I never even tried it with the spring. I just knew, like, yeah, we got to grind it. So okay, then we'll clean it up and then grease up the pin, stick it in there. Okay, but first let's do a test fit with the spring now. It's kind of a pain to put in with the spring. There we go. Okay. Oh, it doesn't move a whole lot now. The spring is in the way. It's hitting the spring now. Yeah. Okay, we gotta grind the spring a little bit, but fits. It won't go up a lot because it's hitting the spring. The other one didn't have this problem. As you can see, the block part here is hitting the spring. Now all we could do is just grind the spring a little bit so it'll clear the block here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, I've gone and done it. Alright, so there we go. So you see that black part of the spring right there? Okay, you see the black part of the spring right there? That's where I grinded it, okay? That's why it's all burnt. And now when I move this, when I move the foot peg up, it clears, okay? And it goes up all the way now, okay? Okay, it kind of gets stuck though. But yeah, okay, that should be good. So I'm gonna go clean it off with some water, get rid of all those flakes, the aluminum flakes. We'll get a new cotter pin and get that. We'll grease the pin and put it on there, and we're done. And then we'll try to install the Supermoto sliders. Ah, struggling. I put my glove on, man. There we go. Okay, I got the cotter pin here. Alright, so this one we install it just like the stock one, alright? Unlike the other side, I flipped it, alright? And it uses a pretty big cotter pin. It's one of the bigger ones. Okay, rotate this, stuff it down in there. Actually, I probably want to get that in the right direction. There we go. Okay. Go. Bend the pin. It's like the old one. And ain't never coming out. Just point it downward, I guess. There we go. It's kind of ugly. I wish I kind of shortened it a little bit, but that'll be fine. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put the washer, guys. Where's the washer? I forgot to put the washer back on. I'll just put a new cotter pin, guys. I got plenty. All right. Anyway, I'll get the washer in there. Okay, that ain't ever coming off. All right, there we go. We're done. Okay, there you go. That's the left side done. That's how much it sweeps up. pretty good, pretty similar to the stock one. And check the bubble level one more time. Oh, it's wrong now. It says it needs to be grinded more. What the heck, man? It says I should grind it more. What the heck, man? It was fine before. Yeah, that's fine. I'll go with that. Okay, that's it. Final product.